So while we're talking about the pandemic...
And what do you think of that? When you heard President Biden say the pandemic is over, and what do you think of that?
You know, here's what I can tell you. We're in a different place. Schools are open and businesses are open. We have a lot of population immunity out.
So I just want to say, schools and businesses being open, that has nothing to do with the pandemic. That's like a policy decision. But either way, this is the CDC director being asked about Joe Biden's comments.
Very different. Our hospitals are not overwhelmed. People are back to work. Schools are open again. I think those are really and critically important metrics.
Those are not metrics. Like, again, there is no metric. Okay? That's not a metric at all. In any way. What the fuck? It just changed the video. Oh no. The Fox News video embed. It's gone. All right, I'm reading the article now. It's gone. Okay, we're not hearing what she has to say. They just changed the video on me. What the fuck? They changed the whole article. How did I get here? All right, I'm backing up. All right. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention Director Rochelle Walensky, blah, blah, blah. All right. You know, here's what I can tell you. We have a lot of protection for vaccination. Deaths are still at 350 a day, and they were way lower than they were a year ago, 2 years ago at the same time. Now, again, way lower is not the pandemic is over, right? You know, if let's say I'm a serial killer and I'm going on a spree, right? And I'm killing 20 people a day. I'm like a super serial killer, right? And I'm not getting caught. Let's say I'm killing 20 people a day for like 6 days. And then the 7th day, you know what? It's my rest day. God had a rest day, so will I. I only kill 13 people. Is that the spree is over? The serial killer spree, it's over now. I only killed 13 people that day. It's over. Right, so again, the CDC director is really trying to walk this line of, well, you know, is Joe Biden kind of right? Maybe, but I'm not going to say he's right outright. But again, schools being open, that has nothing to do with how transmissible and how deadly the virus is, right? Businesses being open, nothing to do with how many people are getting sick in this country. It's just nothing to do with that. And again, population immunity. The word immunity in this context, what does it mean? Like when I think immunity, right? Like let's look up the definition of immunity actually. Let's talk about this. The definition of immunity: the ability of an organism to resist a particular infection or toxin by the action or of specific antibodies or sensitized white blood cells. Protection or exemption from something, especially an obligation or penalty. So when I think of the word immunity, I think I'm good to go. Right? Let's say you have immunity for a crime. Right, you can say, oh, I killed someone, and then the government, well, they gave you immunity, so you can't be charged for that crime. When I think of immunity, I think I'm good to go. Now, in this instance, right, we have a rapidly evolving virus. Most people's vaccination statuses are of an older variant, of a vaccine of an older variant, right? So we use the term partial immunity, right, to cover that, right? If there's a new variant, and it's not 100% the same as the vaccination you got for the old variant. That's why we need updated vaccines. Of course, I'm getting my updated booster shot in a week or so. Immunity, we don't have a lot of population immunity. We have a giant chunk of the population that is decently or partially immune, and a giant chunk of the population that has no form of immunity. Now, again, the word immunity, I really like the way that people use these words without understanding the definition. Immunity is kind of like a binary. The way it's defined, the way people interpret it is it's kind of like a binary. Either you are immune or you are not, right? But we are in a situation with a rapidly evolving and mutating virus, right, that we're not immune. We are maybe partially immune. We are maybe partially better protected. We may have higher levels of defense, but the way that these people just flippantly use these words, man, it is irresponsible as fuck. She added, we are continuing to do everything we can, promoting these updated booster shots so that people can get the protection they need, while recognizing we are at a much better place than we were a year ago at this time. Now, again, someone remind me, a year ago at this time? Like, the words that they use. A year ago, September of 2021, was pretty much at the start of the Delta variant spike. Right? The Delta variant spike was around the fall of 2021. So we're comparing numbers from now versus last year before the Delta variant spike. That doesn't really tell us much. Last year, the Omicron spike in winter, December and then January of this year, right? Like, those are the really dangerous ones. And then also, we have less reporting on cases. Now, deaths, pretty hard to undercount deaths, though I do think that there's some undercounting in states like Florida going on. But cases, we pretty much stopped counting cases. We haven't counted cases at all, really. But again, like, you have to understand, most Americans are fucking stupid, right? So when they hear this stuff, they don't remember what last year was. They don't remember when events occurred last year. They don't remember when these variants started to take hold last year. They just don't remember because they're fucking stupid, right? Maybe they got brain fog, right, from long COVID. And again, the flippancy, the pandemic's over right before winter. I don't know, man. We continue to encourage people to do all the things they can do to protect themselves. Again, I love the word encourage. Encourage. We encourage people to not go around and shoot one another. Oh, great. Thank you for the encouragement. We have the tools right now to protect ourselves. You can get your primary series if you haven't gotten it yet. You can get year updated fall bivalent vaccine. And then, should you actually get an infection, we have tools like Paxlovid that you can protect yourself against severe disease, hospitalization, and death. Now again, protecting from death, that's great. Protecting from severe disease, protecting from long-term illness, protecting from long-term symptoms, those are different things. The idea that we should treat a pandemic in a binary sense, right? Well, you die, that's bad. You don't die, that's great. You know what? I would rather die from COVID than have to live for 70 years with neurological disease, like headaches, severe migraines, brain fog. I'm just saying. Right? This idea that we treat this in a binary fashion, you die, bad. You don't die, great. That's just fucking stupid. Like, we live in a stupid fucking society with stupid fucking people that don't know. Like, we have the English language. We have language. We can use it. But so many people say so many words and somehow nothing has been conveyed. Like, how is that possible? That you can write a whole list of things. You can say, like, several paragraphs and no information has been conveyed. If you look at the big picture, things are very different. Hospitals are not overwhelmed. People are back to work. Schools are open again. Those are not metrics at all. They have no metric as far... Again, 82% of under 18s have been infected with COVID at least one time. So, I don't know, man. This whole Biden thing with the pandemic being over, like, it's not over. 1. 2, it's like the 19th time that he said he's declared victory, and it's still not over, right? 28th time the charm, maybe? 3, winter's coming up. 4, there's a new vaccination, and there's almost no campaign of awareness. Right? I don't know, man. We're fucked. I tell you this, the future of this population, the future of the world, the future of society, the future of humans and logic and reason, fucked. They're fucked. We're fucked. We're all fucked. You're fucked. I'm fucked. And let me just tell you this one thing. It is not in the good dick way. I can assure you that.